We got some new audio that just came out where Colt Gray's father, Colin Gray, is actually talking to law enforcement. And this is the interview that happened before he gave the AR to Colt Gray for a Christmas present. This is crazy. The conversation here is wild. We got to take a listen to this. What's up, y'all? Listen, guys, we've been covering this thing for a while, the whole tragedy that happened at Apalachee High School. There's a lot more information that continues to keep pouring out, okay? And we are going to be covering as much as we can as the information starts to come out in the way that it is. But we now know that he made his court appearance. He's looking at life with or without the possibility of parole. That's Colt Gray, 14 years old. He is the assailant, the monster that did this unthinkable thing at Apalachee High School. His father as well has been arrested. Let's not forget that too. Because why? He actually bought a weapon, an AR-style weapon for Colt for his Christmas gift in 2023. This was months after law enforcement and FBI were investigating Colt because he apparently was posting some very, very shocking and big threats on Discord, saying that he was going to do some really, really bad things out here in these streets, especially in schools. All right. But what's interesting about this audio that we have here is that this is Colin talking about Colt and how he doesn't condone certain things. It's very, very interesting. We have got to take a listen to this audio. Let's take a listen.
Do you have weapons in the house?
I do.
Are they accessible to him?
They are. I mean, there's nothing loaded, but they are down.
Okay.
We do.
First things first, you heard him say they are available. They're out. They are down. He says that they don't have any bullets in them, but he says that they are accessible. That's very interesting, very telling.
We do a lot of shooting. We do a lot of deer hunting. He shot his first deer this year.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so like I'm pretty much in shock, to be honest with you.
Well,
I'm a little pissed off, to be even really honest with you. So I'm a little taken back by the whole thing, but I can tell you this: I take that very serious, and so does he, as a matter of fact. Like, I don't know anything about him saying shit like that, and I'm gonna be mad as hell if he did. And then all the guns will go away, and they won't be accessible to him. You know?
Interesting. You hear him say, "I'd be mad as hell if I found out that this is him putting these threats on Discord and doing all this kinds of crazy stuff." He says, "In fact, I would take all of the weapons away." He says that, but then months later, what does he do, guys? What does he do? Let's continue.
I'm trying to be honest with you. I'm trying to teach him about firearms and safety and how to do it all and get him interested in the outdoors. Like on my phone.
get him away from those video games.
Exactly right. That's the God honest truth. And the picture on my phone is him with blood on his cheeks from shooting his first deer. It was just the greatest day ever. Yeah, so he knows the seriousness of weapons and what they can do and how to use them and not use them. So it's kind of a little bit of a shock. So in whatever y'all are telling him, please instill in him that if this is whatever or wherever this is coming from, it's no joke. No. Like, it's no joke.
But we wouldn't be here if it was.
No, I know. And I'm telling you right now, we talk about it quite a bit.
They talk about it quite a bit. What is that?
All the school shootings that happen.
Yeah.
Hey, are you getting picked on at school? He is. He's getting picked on at school, and is everything okay? That's why I keep going up there. Yeah. You know, because you never really know, and I don't want anything to happen to him. So, yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to grab them,
y'all talk.
Or we can go in.
It's all cool.
Very interesting, right? He sits there talking to law enforcement, basically saying, "Hey, I don't condone this kind of stuff. I don't ride like this, blah, blah, blah." We have these conversations. He's being picked on at school. People keep on messing with him. So I'm always checking in on him and all that stuff. Sounds like a very attentive and doting father, is it not? But then 4 or 5 months later, he buys this kid a weapon as a Christmas gift. You hear him in this, And he could be sitting there just putting on a show, just saying whatever he can so he doesn't, not only so that he doesn't get in trouble, but then that his son doesn't get in trouble, protect his kid as much as he can, which is the worst idea ever. But outside of that, if he is completely oblivious to this, if he really is having conversations with his son about mass tragedies, especially tragedies that happen at school, if his son actually knows and fully understands the safety and the dangers of handling a very powerful weapon of any kind, and then also knowing on top of that, that he's going through issues, he's having mental health issues, FBI and local PD are talking to you right now about your son possibly being the one putting out threats on the internet saying that he's going to light up a school. Why would you give your kid a weapon? Like I said in a million other shows before, I don't care if he's found innocent and he has no connection to this whatsoever. I'm asking him as many questions as I can. I'm bringing in a professional. He's having a sit down with somebody, and he's going to get the proper care that he needs just to make sure that he's okay. But if they really are having a great father-son relationship, which I really don't think that's the truth, then he would know better than to give his son an AR-15. Come on, guys. When I see this stuff, when I hear him saying those things, he's just talking a whole bunch of hot air. Literally, he's just talking a whole bunch of mess. He's talking the talk. He's definitely not walking the walk. But anyway, guys, what are your thoughts? I mean, like I said, he said, oh, I would just take these things away. If this is true, I would take all these things away. That doesn't make any sense because you still ended up giving him an AR-15. What the hell? As a gift. That doesn't make sense. He's 13, 14 years old at this time. He's gone through some changes, okay? Puberty slapping him upside the head big time, okay? He's getting picked on at school. He got 5-0 all up in your business and his because of a possible connection of saying some very terrible things, okay, online. And you just, like I said, it's just so crazy. To me, this sounds like a bold-faced lie. Again, we got a situation where you have a parent that is so disconnected, all right, in my personal opinion, so disconnected to common sense that he's willing to just forget the reality of the situation just so that his little boy can become a man in his eyes. I'm sorry. I'm not with it. I see trash. This is called BS. And I think this man was lying through his damn teeth in this interrogation. And what's going to be really interesting is that they're going to maybe be able to use this investigation and this interview, this audio, for his trial. By the way, he's looking at an upwards of 180 years in prison for his connection to this tragedy. And if he really was lying, like he was lying through this entire interrogation, I think the only thing he doesn't know is that maybe he doesn't know anything about the messages that he's putting on, that Colt is putting on Discord. But as far as his involvement with knowing what's going on with his son and all that, I believe he knew exactly what was going on. Okay. So you can miss me with the nonsense with all this stuff. They're going to be able to use this, and he's going to be seeing some serious time behind bars. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Where do you stand on this? Do you agree with me? Because like I said, it just doesn't make any sense that he's putting out this, saying as much as he can to sound a certain way, when in actuality, I don't think he heard anything. I don't think he even computed what was really going on. If he did, he wouldn't have given that kid that weapon. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button. Man, we need to start learning, y'all. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.